Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Huskers about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ogden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC
brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
At the 45, on his way. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. He's got 48 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, no! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point was good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Wall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he'll be brought down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play. 6-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Might as well give it to him again. And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Cornhuskers are threatening in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Coming out with it, it's Ogden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense getting set for 1st down. Power football with the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Smith. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep moving. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Then he breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to find his man on first down. Going up top. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And the Huskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Spits it out to the back. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ogden. Strikes the blow. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. On the run, fires downfield. He makes a catch. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, no! Reeled it in and just made the house call. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point.
Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, the quick spin move. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ogden. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to pass on second down. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Seminoles. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fair catch, called for and made. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the single back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And back to the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Give him 96 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Any of those plays.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on...
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Got a man. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're down to 12 seconds to go before halftime. As they take over 1st and 10, they'll need to move quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Still running at the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 25. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Husker. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ogden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to do that, how to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
From the gun on third down. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Frazier. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. You might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ogden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one.
Off he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He is having a day in the vernacular of the Seminoles. They just keep chopping.
Just find that guy. Just let him keep working because he's eating. He is making himself open every play. Peter Ward, big-time players make big-time plays, and he is balling.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Here's the handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And he's sprinting twisting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on its way to a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And the timing just a hair off.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off. And I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
3rd down play from the gun. Good timing on the quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Fires on the move. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to go up top. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Still looking on the move. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and goal from way back there. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll bring it out. It's Wall. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Flushed out of the pocket. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Throws to the wideout. To the end zone, and is picked off. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. He now has 108 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Morris. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. We definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.